Yo, hey, what's up, people? We're back. I guess I'm gonna be doing some guide videos. I mean, whatever. You know, I did make the training, yeah, the training fragment stage guide. At least what I think is best. And in that video, I said, you know what? Since I'm doing that, let me do a guide on the exchange shop. Now, this is personally for me what I do. What you do or what you want to do can be different, but it's just my opinion. It's always my opinion. I'll tell you what I think is best, but I mean everybody's account is different, so you might be going for different things, you might not. So first things first, the regular shop. Of course, I don't buy anything here at all because I mean it's gems and I'm free to play, so I cannot spend gems. Now, I did buy one of these, the cell evolution fragments, yesterday because I had 14 and I needed 15. So I mean, whatever. I mean, I was just at that point where I was like, I'm just one away, and I couldn't stand it, and I was like, you know what? I'll just buy one, so I have 15, so I can use it. Sometimes I do buy the batteries for stamina. The only time I really do that is if there's like an event, and I think we had an event where we had to do like 10,000 stamina. So I needed to buy a couple, so I did that. But I mean, other than that, I never, ever, ever buy anything for gems. All my gems are mainly for summoning, and summoning only. Now, friendship, friendship. I'm back and forth through here. I was all the time. I was buying the sweep coupons, but I mean, I have 700 sweep coupons, so I don't buy those. So what I'm doing is I'm buying the stamina here. Now, I know you have the promotion stones here, which is another great thing to buy. I do have some in backup, like here, 67, 60. So, I mean, I do have some 53, 100. So I do have some in backup, which is fine. I don't know how I have them. I just have them, whatever. But like I said, I was only buying these because, it was 1,000 friendship points a day. But now I'm buying the stamina here, and that's that. So I mean, this is it's a great thing. I mean, you don't want to buy bunnies, you don't want to buy manuals, you don't want to buy any of these promotion crystals. I mean, that's all. You go to stamina. If you need any of those things, you go to stamina, you buy the stamina, and then you go through here, you go to combat, and then whatever materials you need, you use the stamina. If you need anything from exploration, you go here and you sweep. But I wouldn't buy it, in the shop like that. If anything, I would buy stamina and then use the stamina to get what I need. Because I mean, all this stuff, I mean, it's just. I mean, 5 of these is 300. So figure if you need 5 of like each one, and there's 3 of them, that's 1,000. So you can buy staminas for 500. So 2 staminas is 1,000, and you can sweep there. That's 200. So you can sweep once you get all 3 of those plus everything else that you get in exploration. So that's, they're definitely not worth it one by one. And then these things you can buy somewhere else, which I am going to get to. So over here, just, whatever, do whatever you want. Over here, I always get the free stamina. Of course, everybody does. I do buy these fragment chests that are sold out. It's 2 of them, which is 6 a day. I have 153. And then in the bottom, I always buy all the staminas, which is I think is 5, which you get cost 15. So that's it for here. I have bought the level 3 random potentials way back when, but those, if you need those, you get them somewhere else also. So you don't want to get those there. I have traded for limit crystals if I only need a few or a couple, and in a quick hurry. But like I said, you can get those other places too. The main thing is up here is the crystal exchange, which is nice. Sorry, it took me a second. I got lost in thought, which is super nice. There are a ton. I mean, not a ton of characters that you want to get here. I mean, it's not a ton. I mean, we've got Toka, which you definitely want to get maxed out. Shu, Mr. MM I think is good. I like him. So I mean, you want to max him out. Tatara, this is all if you're going for an Agori team. Which you don't have to worry about because we can sweep now for that Um, Renji, I mean, he's a good one. And then, I mean, other than that, you got Juzo, and then that's it. There's really nobody else here that I would recommend. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to be adding more. They're going to be adding more. So we're at what, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. So we got 32 in here. But I mean, like I said, these top three, and maybe Renji, maybe. But I mean, these top three. I mean, the top two is going to be Tatara and Toka, and then depending if you're doing a Gori or Antiku, it's going to be Tatara or Toka is going to be your top two. You know, they're both going to be in first place. So that's all I would do there. Arena, and this is another place where you can get your promotion stones for wit and for psych, and then you can also get your limit crystals here. Over here, I do trade for the sweep tickets because it's only 150, and I get 15 of them. Now the reason I don't have any of the arena tokens is because I'm still trading for the characters, because once they're maxed out, and you haven't maxed out, you can trade for them. So I mean, I still trade. As you can tell, there's Nico. So I still trade. That way I can get enough crystals where I can select an SSR. So I always still do that. Always still do. Once I get to 3,000, I trade it, and that's that. So I mean, like I said, you can get your psych and your wit stones there, but all these are sold out. So I guess I bought these. Yeah, I did buy these. Usually I don't buy the random initial characters in real-time arena. I always get the Panaxian startup crystal, and I always get the super whatever, the potential box, because it does give you a level 5 or a level 4 or level 5. So those two I get. I did have a lot of these saved up, but last character that came out, I had to buy a whole bunch of these chests, and I maxed out about like 100 of them, because right here, once again, we have the wit stones and the psych stones. I mean, it's not something you want to spend it on. Definitely don't do it. I needed to at the moment, but like I said, the Panaxian startup, and then the potential box, and then if you want, you can get these randoms. I always make sure that I have like 6,000 in backup for whenever this 5,000 comes along, and the 500. The 500 is weekly, and the 5,000 is monthly. So I make sure that I have 5,000 backed up. I'm a Tori, and this is my bar. Welcome. So back to the next one, organization. Now here is where I usually buy all my potential, or my promotion stones, my wit and psych. This is where I buy them. I did buy the crimson crystals and the limit crystals because I needed them. But if I'm not doing any of those, then I will buy the characters, which is fine. I mean, it's not anybody I use, so I'm really not worried about getting them maxed out. Same thing with the arena, but the arena, they go so much quicker, and you can get them maxed out a lot faster. So organization, I'm just waiting. Limit crystals here, I do not. I mean, I really never trade for anything here. Anything that you need, like all these yellow cores, like I've got 2,000, I mean, 1,600. So, I mean, even, Azure Core, I only have one because that's for CCG, and that's the one I'm backed up on. But even this one, I've got 50, 75. Cell promoters, I do once in a while if I'm like close and I need it, like I'm at 80. The cell evolution is probably one of the things that I should be doing. But the thing is I'm trying to still max out, max out characters. So like if we go here, go to character, and I go to this one, I go to my Hinami, and I go to limit. Well, no, she's done. Okay, I'm still trying to max out this Toka, so I need 400, which I don't want to spend, and I need 400 for this Toka, and I need it for both of them to get them maxed out. So I need 800. So I am not. Oh, I went to the wrong place. It's the last one. There we go. So I'm really not, doing anything. Really not doing anything there. I did none of this is something that you need so bad that you have to trade, because I mean you want to max out their skills. You really, really do. VIP, of course, I don't have, because I don't have VIP. Salvage shop, I am still at 0 because I'm at 0. I haven't been able to get anything at my salvage shop yet because I haven't gotten that far. You know, I'm sure I could because a lot of my characters have cells that are, you know, over level 90, but whatever. I just haven't made it there. So anyways, this video got pretty long. So we will end it here. If you have any questions or comments, let me know and I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.